Welcome back to the Oligarchy, dear friends. I've had a good night, rest, IRL, and now I can't wait to continue with the game. With the journal, we have many points: Quester, Tipster, the Lion's Crest, Roskowitz, combat training, so many things to do. We're well fed. Which quest should we take first? This one doesn't seem bad at all. Oh, but it's so far away. Matt is also far away. There's a barber there. Ooh, Troskowitz.
Welcome to the Oligarchy. You rule.
Bean_Flicken joined the Oligarchy.
Hey, welcome to the Oligarchy. Thank you for following. Okay. Maybe...
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Okay. There's an axe here. Armor, we already read this. Combat techniques. In the High Middle Ages, new elements of combat techniques and weapons and armor emerged. Curved sabers became popular and chainmail was replaced by plate armor. Knights preferred heavier swords, crossbows and impact weapons such as maces and flails. Hey Ben Flick, give you a follow. Just doing a stream myself, so I'm going to head back to that. Thank you Ben Flicking. Good luck with your stream. This game is awesome. I don't know what you're playing, but this game I highly recommend it. I only have like 4 hours in it, but it's been awesome so far. Only wealthy nobles could afford full armor. Usually, only partial metal armor was worn, and more than for protection, the focus was on combat technique. For this reason, sword fighting developed in two ways. A. Knightly swordsmanship, fighting with a spear, sword and shield in full heavy armor. Or common swordsmanship, for lightly armored fighters who fought with swords and common weapons such as falchions, flails, scythes, staffs, etc. Interesting. In battles between lightly armored and heavily armored fighters, speed, agility and cleverness often won. Therefore, swordplay also interested the poorer parts of society. They gradually started to be educated in sword fighting schools. The training was not very professional, being based more on dexterity, readiness, and the use of various available means beside weapons. Precise, contemporary descriptions of duels are lacking, so historians rarely rely on mentions in literature or preserved visual material. Yeah, visual material, more. The old YouTube tutorials. Yeah, we're not gonna steal that. I'm not even sure. Okay. New codex entry. Oh, taverns, inns, and innkeepers. The Czech word for tavern, hospoda, may originate from the Latin hospice, guests, hospitium, hospitality, shelter, though more likely etymology is from the Old Slavonic gospod, gospodia, the master of the house. Alehouses were an integral part of all medieval villages. Originally, beer was drawn in what was called the Mass House, an area on the ground floor of a townhouse whose owner had brewing rights, while special-purpose taverns and inns came along later. These served as places for social events, meetings, trading, and lodgings. Some inns had rooms for overnight guests and special stables and spaces for carriages. These were called wagoners' inns and were located out of town at crossroads and along trade routes. The seating was more often outdoors than indoors. It was said of Wenceslav IV that he was fond of visiting taverns and alehouses to eavesdrop on what the locals had to say about him and to check that the owners were complying with his edicts. In the Middle Ages, no one took exception to alcohol. The Germans, Russians, Czech, in particular, were Europe's fabled drinkers, like Irish now, I think, and Russians. There was a formal curfew at dusk, or when the night watchman began his rounds, although drinking and feasting often went on until the early morning hours. In Kingdom Come Deliverance, we have tried to keep the image of medieval taverns faithful to surviving records. That's good to know. This is a guard. We can rob him. Is he sleeping? He's not sleeping. What are you doing, man? I can lockpick this.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, he's drunk. Horses. You discovered an indulgence chest. Oh. I just entered this guy's house. Scribe. Can we talk with the scribe? Okay. Language and literature. At the turn of the 14th and 15th centuries, both Czech and German were spoken in the Czech lands. German appeared after German colonization and spread mainly to towns, higher social strata, love poetry and bureaucratic language. Czech developed from Old Church Slavonic and was used by poorer inhabitants, becoming the official language only during the reign of Charles IV. In addition to these two languages, Latin was also present, used for writing books, chronicles, scholarly treatises, official documents, and records. Latin was the ecclesiastical and biblical language and served as an international means of communication. From the early Middle Ages, monasteries such as Sassau cared for the development and emancipation of the Slavic language. A pioneer in the cultivation of the Czech language in our region was Jan Hus. Yeah, I know about him. Czech literature became fully established from the early 14th century in various genres: spiritual and secular lyrics, love poetry, epic poetry, and plays. The oldest example prose included legends, example about Judas, Pilate, the lives of saints, as well as chivalric epics, chronicles, and satires. Beside the official documents in Latin, letters were written in Czech from the 14th century. Okay. Alchemy, I read about this. Beggars, I read about this. Farming. Unlike today, when the land has long been given over to agriculture, the burgeoning of farming in the Middle Ages brought the needs for new fields, where there were only forests or untilled land. The timber from forest clearing was used for construction, the remaining roots, stumps, and scrubs were burned, and the ground then leveled. The finished fields were cultivated by the three-field system. A third of the land lay fallow for 2 years to recover nutrients. This was used for grazing livestock, which added manure. It was then returned to use and tilled, while in turn another third, which had been used for raising crops, was left to lie fallow. There was thus regular crop rotation to prevent soil exhaustion. They were smarter then than they are now. Honestly, I mean, they use so much chemical fertilizer and they ruin the land. And they cut the weeds instead of doing fertilizers from the weeds. Oh man, I'm a biologist, by the way. In the earliest times, plowing was done with a simple device called an ard or scratch plow. Where the soil was stony, working it was very hard. The tiller had to keep watching the plow and use great force to push it into the ground. Similarly, clumsy and imperfect were the harrows of the time. After harrowing, any remaining clods of earth would be crumbled with a mattock or wooden mallet. This work was typically done by women and children. Hard work farming, man. The most common crop, wheat, used to be full of weeds and as such not very economical. 15 large sheaves yielded only about 18 kilograms of grain, often even less. Harvesting often had to be done using only a sickle for cutting. After drying, the grain was threshed. Vegetables and legumes were cultivated to a greater extent than today, grown in fenced gardens next to houses. These were mostly peas and lentils, but also vetch and beans, and around the villages flax and hemp were grown extensively. Hops were grown in signorial fields for the liege lord's brewery. Interesting. We can trade. Oh, he has books. So many books. So expensive books. Oh my goodness. I mean, it would take months, maybe even years to write, to copy these books. No wonder they're so expensive. I have 5 groschen, 5.1, and the book is about 100 or more. Okay,
Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
Hey, don't be rude.
I met the local beggar. Barrow was her name.
She's here again. Oh, confound it. But we'll get rid of her somehow, you'll see.
What? But
You didn't give her any money, I hope? Rabble like that are
Actually,
like
she
stray
gave me
cats.
money.
Feed them once, and you'll never get rid of them.
No, she just told me you might know where I could get some armor.
Armor? Unless you want to join the local watch, I don't think I can help you. Unless maybe Radovan, the blacksmith from Takhov. We might sell you something.
But Barrow told me you might know of something better. The armor of some Brunswick?
Oh, that. Lad, 'tis but a legend.
I want armor, not a fairy tale.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Don't you think I look like a knight? No. I'll sell it to some knight. I'm more interested in the legend. I'm interested in it as a blacksmith. I could fool him. Should I go with the legend? Will he believe me? Man, I'm dirty. Should have washed.
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
No.
I beg your pardon?
All right. No need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Not interested. I want to know more.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
He didn't come back. What happened
And what
next?
happened next?
Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called No came to the island to hunt. And so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
He helped the lion, he helped the dragon. Better to move on. He helped the lion.
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did this armor come from? Where should I look for that?
Where did Brunswick's armour come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenjek of Württemberg, who built Trusky. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I don't understand.
I don't understand.
Don't worry too much about it. It's just an old wives' tale. And it is said that one day a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armour of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad and died on his way back to his king. Specifically, while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armour back, but Lord Chenjek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenjek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armour to the king.
Chenjek was broke? And the king left the armor here?
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armour, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armour. Lord Chenjek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armour here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armour?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenjek, who they say hid the armour, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Of course.
Then how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone, behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armour gleaming still.
That didn't ring a bell. I think I know where to look.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell! I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armour, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armour, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go.
Hey, thanks. That was useful, actually. Crafting. Oh no. Inventory. I can read it, right? Books. Sketch. Poleaxe. A copy of the order of Sir George of Wantenberg for a beautiful poleaxe. Man, this is expensive. 400. Learn it. I hope it won't get destroyed. You learned a new recipe. Do you want to see it? Yes. But why would you destroy it? A knight's battle axe on a staff. This is exactly what George the Lion of Wartenberg wanted. In the end, I made it according to the lost instructions. Fastening material, iron, Frankfurt steel. Should have sold that thing, man. The lion's crest. Oh. It is said that somewhere in Trotsky is hidden the armor of Prince Brunswick himself, famed for adding the lion to the country's coat of arms. Finding the first part of Brunswick armor certainly won't be easy, but if I give it some thought, I'll manage. Scribe Geibel told me a riddle that should lead me to my goal. It went something like this. Take your leave of crone and maiden. Crone and maiden. Old woman and young woman, right? Crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates, boldly go toward through midnight, that's west. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the hall of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze, standing tall to guards of stone, behind whom yearn for treasure lails. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche yet deeper still, a place to give one's heart to God. Behold my armor gleaming steel. Oh, this is gonna be difficult. Okay. Scribe Trotzkowitz. Should I rob this guy? He has food on the table. Hey lady, don't look. Uh-oh. No, I'm not gonna. Oh, it's 26, man. I'm not gonna steal. Okay, there's the scribe. I learned the greetings. Oh. The basic form of greetings was a bow, and varied according to the occasion and the importance of the person being greeted. A slight bow with a hand gesture to the heart was used by nobles of equal rank. A deeper bow was considered a more respectful greeting, guests. Respect to a higher ranking individual. The next level was kneeling on the left knee and lowering the head. This greeting was used towards rulers, barons, or high-ranking commanders and expressed subservience. Rising was only allowed upon the invitation of the person being greeted. The final level was bowing on both knees, a gesture of complete subjugation, often associated with a plea, especially for mercy. Doffing headwear began to be practiced under the influence of Burgundian fashion in the 15th century. Loyalty was expressed by kissing the rings of magnates and prelates, or oligarchs. Women's hands were not kissed, but they were given a deeper bow than would be appropriate given their status. Precise conversation also applied to addressing or mentioning a particular person in text. For example, a townsman should be referred to as honest, a squire as worthy, and banner lord as noble. In the countryside, people greeted each other according to their nature, often mentioning in their greetings wishes of good health, prosperity, and God's blessing, or making reference to Christian tradition. God bless, Christ be praised. Feudalism is a political system based on land ownership that emerged in the early Middle Ages following the decline of the Roman Empire. Its foundation was fiefdom, a certain area, territory, land that an owner would grant to others. The ruler, either secular or ecclesiastical, meaning church, was the feudal liege or suzerain, and those afforded his fiefdoms were his liege subjects or vassals. The hendom itself came with pomp and ceremony, during which the vassal promised allegiance and military aid or other services to his feudal lord. The contract would only be annulled by the death of one of the parties or by a severe breach of agreement. Not only could the liege have several vassals, a vassal could also serve several liege lords. That's interesting, I didn't know that. In the event of war, the vassal had to choose one side according to the feudal contract. Very interesting. Feudalism also determined the condition of the poorest class. The serfs who worked on the leased land paid taxes from it and supported their master, his soldiers and officials, or a monastery. It was called a feudal rent, a source of wealth mainly for the nobility. Portions of the fiefs were subleased, so the king's vassal in turn became the liege lord of his own vassals. Very interesting. Oop. Can I wash? I should wash. As often as possible. I think there's a trader there. Hi doggy. Please don't eat me. Alchemy bench and blue trespass. You're in a private area. Blue trespass means you're on private property and inhabitants will tell you to leave. If you stay, will get angry. Trespassing will become a crime. Okay.
God grant you health.
I can't use that. Maybe if I speak with the owners. Man, I really don't know what to do. I feel so... Everybody has a wash basin. That's good to know. I've discovered a sharpening wheel. Huntsman. Hunting in the Middle Ages was not only a pastime, but also brought significant economic profit to the king and the nobility who owned the forests. The noble hunters also acted as forest managers, taking care of the game as well as maintaining and protecting the forest. It was forbidden to hunt deer, fallow deer, roebucks, wild boars, and indeed any other game in the forests. Violating this prohibition was punishable by a high fine, or in the case of repeated offenses, even physical punishment. The same applied to unauthorized wood gathering and lodging. Many poachers came from poorer social classes and had little to lose, so physical confrontations with the gamekeepers who caught them in the act were not uncommon. Very interesting. Huntsman and hunting. Hunting always provided sustenance and furs, mainly for the lower nobility. For the aristocracy, refined court hunting became more of a pastime, as hunting was significantly cheaper than tournaments while providing similar excitement. It became a favorite diversion, with hunts for wild animals using dogs being almost ritualistic. Hunting weapons were the same as those used in warfare: bows, crossbows, javelins, and hunting knives. Dogs were used to track and scare the game, and then chase it until the exhausted animal stood its ground. Only then did the hunters, following on horseback, to the sound of the dogs barking, arrived to kill it with arrows or spears. The final kill on the ground was done with a sword or hunting knife. Falconry, originally a pastime from the Orient, and hunting with other special trained birds of prey, hawks and goosehawks, was more of a fashionable activity and could be persuaded by women as well. Interesting. For the lower classes, hunting in the Lord's Forest was strictly prohibited under severe penalties, with the exception of hunting hares. Okay, so I can hunt rabbits. Food. In the Middle Ages, both in villages and at the royal courts, primarily locally available foods were used. Vegetables included cabbage, onions, so no Chinese garlic or things brought from Brazil and Peru and all over the world. Onions, parsnips, turnips, beets, garlic with smaller quantities of carrots, celery, parsley, cucumbers and melons. Legumes such as peas, lentils, vetch and broad beans were common, alongside fruit like apples, pears, cherries, plums, berries, nuts, seeds and grains. They were actually more healthy than people are now. Eggs, milk and cheeses were available year-round. Depending on wealth, availability and season, meat like game, poultry or fish, and imported goods like spices, fruit and delicacies such as saffron, dates, figs, nutmeg, pepper, sugar, ginger and cardamom were also consumed. Meals were seasoned with oils, vinegar, salt, honey and herbs. The most popular dishes in the 14th and 15th centuries, especially in rural areas, were hearty soups, thickened porridges and sauces served with bread. Rye bread was common, while white bread was reserved for the court. Meat was expensive, and hunting in forests reserved for nobles was prohibited. So fish often compensated for its scarcity. During a lavish feast, dishes with fish like pike, various roasted meats, sausages, minced meat, black pudding, disgusting, this is blood, coagulated blood, and legumes were essential. Desserts included almonds, marzipan, sweet porridges with fruit cooked in milk or with added cream, jams, baked, raw and dried fruits and assorted pastries. In the Middle Ages, many of today's common ingredients were unavailable, such as potatoes, because they come from America, South America, tomatoes as well. When they brought it to Europe, the Catholic Church considered it poisonous and they only kept it for ornamental purposes. They didn't, so pizza had no tomato sauce. That's heresy. Corn, of course, so no corn porridges. Peppers, interesting, didn't know peppers. Rice, of course, because it's from Asia. Or beans, which generally arrived in Europe only after the discovery of Americas and through Asian imports. Interesting. Okay, I love reading about everything. This is more than a game, this is like culture, man. Poppy. Drying herbs. Fresh herbs spoil just like food, and their quality affects the quality of potion. But if you dry them in a drying shed, they will not spoil. Where can I find a drying will it be considered stealing if I take a cabbage? I think so. At least I got poppy. Where will I find a drying shed? Marigold. And I wish there was a mod. What? I've did level 6 survival. And I've discovered an alchemy bench. Huh. Level 6 in survival. Knowledge of the beauties, laws and dangers of the world beyond the stone walls of human settlements unites royal huntsmen and the humblest wanderers alike. The higher your skill, the easier it will be to hunt wild game and obtain more meat from it. Gathering herbs will also be quicker, and using fast travel will make it easier for you to escape ambushes and other pitfalls. You gain survival experience primarily by hunting game, gathering herbs, and processing your catch, drying, smoking, cooking. Additionally, discover interesting places in the world and overcoming dangers while using fast travel will also contribute to the experience. And I have a perk point. On the Poacher's Trail. Poaching is a dangerous trade and the quest for rare herbs can be too. It is therefore necessary to know how to monetize your time and effort appropriately. You can sell herbs, game, hides, and trophies for double the price. Awesome! Wanderer. A wanderer often cannot choose where to lay his head and must take wherever is available. You, in your many journeys, have long been accustomed to discomfort. It's enough to keep your feet warm and your body dry. The quality of beds increases for you the higher your survival skill is, but at most this perk will improve the quality of bed to 50%. On higher quality beds, the perk will have no effect. I'm poor as dirt, so probably Wanderer will not be bad, but it will keep me poor. While on the Poacher's Trail, if I actually sell herbs, game, and hides and trophies for double the price, actually this might help me get more rich. Okay. Dandelions. Marigold. Dandelion. Interesting, it said that if my survival rate is higher, I'll be able to collect herbs faster. I should find a place to dry them. Before I said I hope there's a mod that will help me gather faster, but if your first bench, this is the first alchemy bench you can call your own, or you can return to Bozina, the herb woman, where you brewed the potion for Lord Capon. Recipe. Artemisia potion. Yes, please. Artemisia potion. Let's see, what did we get? Books. Increases strength and if good quality reduces how much stamina it costs to attack and defend. Well, of course I want to learn this thing. Ooh. Wormwood. I cannot make any. I can make 3 chamomile brews. I've reached a new... Man, I'm advancing quite fast. Scholarship. Scholarship is a concept as wide as the sea, and its boundaries are equally unclear. Generally speaking, it represents the sum of total of factual knowledge, the ability to make logical deductions, and an understanding of the basic concepts of medieval world. Literacy allows you above all to read. Okay, I think I already read this, of course, because I chose cushion. Now, let's see. We are level 8. Wonders of beasts. Saint Francis of Assisi included animals as well as people in his concept of fraternity. You share his conviction with the greater thinker. You will improve faster in houndmaster and horsemanship skills, because all experience you gain will be 20% higher. Wonders of man. Man is, as Aristotle says, a social creature. He lives, tries, and develops in the company of others. You live in accordance with this teaching because you yourself admire the works of human hands, their endless ingenuity and their desire to arrange and change things. You will improve faster in craftsmanship and thievery skills, as all experience gained is 20% higher. Yes. Wonders of nature. Like Pliny the Elder, you have a love for the natural world that surrounds the human one. It arouses your curiosity, and in return you find inner peace, shelter, and a source of wisdom in it. You will improve faster in the skills of survival and alchemy. as all experience gained will be 20% higher. I'm a scientist myself, so probably I'll go with this. Though I like this one as well as this one. I love all of them. Man, this game is so awesome. Okay, craftsmanship and thievery, not bad. Survival and alchemy. Which ones are low to me? Survival. I'm level 10 with alchemy. I'm not good at thievery. I'm gonna go with wonders of nature. It's good that it's not one or the other. I mean, I can choose to learn other. Dry a food item, yes. Should I dry everything? Okay, I'm gonna dry everything. Apples, dried apples. Fine. Is it spoiled or what's this? It's half an apple? Okay. Confirm. Dry everything. Drying sheds. Drying food improves its nutritional value and makes it last significantly longer. As well as food, you can also dry herbs. Huh. I was wondering why I can't turn on the torch, because I don't have one. Okay, I should not start alchemy because I don't have anything. I parted with all of these things. I received... They're already dried? Ingredients. Books, materials. They're already dried. Interesting.
Ave Maria.
New code. Ave Maria. Gardens. Medieval remedies in the Middle Ages and antiquity were the product of good practical knowledge of medicinal plants. Therefore, many medical schools had their own gardens, so that fresh herbs, dried in winter, were always on hand. Likewise, gardens had their place in monasteries and hospitals. In Bohemia, the first secular pharmaco-botanical garden was established in 1341 by John of Luxembourg's apothecary, Henricus Schwab. Expansive, aesthetical pleasing ornament gardens came along only later. Let's read about tools. Basic agricultural tools in Czech medieval villages included Henry's trusty shovel or spade, and then adzes, hoes, spades, shears, knives, axes, flails, scythes, rakes, forks, and also plowing tools, such as the beam plow, turn plow, and art plow, and harrow. Each craft had need of its own special equipment and tools. Later, agricultural instruments played, among other things, a decisive role in the hands of skilled farmers during the Hussite Wars, when with minor improvements, they proved surprisingly useful not only for threshing grain, but also enemy knights, Catholics. The versatility of the tool and also the ingenuity of the medieval people is evidenced by the preserved poem from the Iglau region on the border of Bohemia and Moravia. Jihlava maidens are quite fine folks. They curl their hairs with manure forks. Blech. Disgusting. Marigold. Marigold. Comfrey, I don't know what to do with it. Mint. Okay, mint is good. Fresh breath. Eye brighter. Eye brighter. That's interesting. Is it just for makeup or does it allow you to see better in the dark? Don't know, but I'm collecting everything. Then I think I'm gonna dry it. Ooh. I got sweaty. Dandelion. Okay, dandelion. The red thing. What's the red thing? Not dandelions. The poppy thingy looking. Comfrey man. Yeah, plants grow everywhere. Dandelions. You can actually make salad and eat the leaves. Did you know that? They're rich in calcium. Dandelions. Thistle. Make tea out of it. Survival 7. Do I gain a new perk point? Survival. No. How often do I get perk points? 276. Okay. I hope I can... What's this yellow thingy? Looks like St. John's Wort. I'm gonna dry some more plants. Okay. Can I actually go up there?
Greetings to you.
Bodyguard.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Aqua Vitalis. You lose 15% less health and slow bleeding. Last 10 minutes. Artemisia. Buck's blood. Interesting. So many potions. Savior schnapps. On the composites of alchemy. Recipes. Buck's blood. Oh man, they're expensive. Lion's perfume. Oh man. And I can buy dried and soap. I can sell some. I should drink this before fighting. Do bandages lose their condition? I don't know. Dried thistle. Okay, I'm not gonna do that.
Be schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen to you too.
You're not allowed here.
Sorry.
Go now.
Sorry. Okay, behavior indicator here. The search. When something suspicious happens, people will search the area around them. As long as you don't behave suspiciously, you're safe from pursuit. If a crime is discovered and you're found to be the perpetrator, people will try to track you down. Recognition. When somebody spots you, they will first try to recognize you. The level of recognition is indicated by the hare's ears. Once you are detected, the observer will move closer to detect you. The icon will alert you if you are detected. Confrontation. If you're found in a place you aren't supposed to be, you may be kicked out. If you're seen committing a crime, people will try to report you to the guard. You can be arrested or otherwise confronted for your crimes. Fight. You're in combat, but there's no immediate threat to you. In such situations, you can bandage or otherwise heal yourself directly from your inventory. You're in combat and in immediate danger. You have to decide whether to fight or flee. Okay. I think we did there's a trader here. New Coke traders. Man, there's so much to read. Merchants were of two types: settled, permanent, and traveling, occasional. The settled traders had permanent shops in towns and villages, while traveling merchants only brought their wares to the markets. Markets, held once a week, and fairs, held twice a year, also offered wares by local stallholders, visitors and peddlers, or hawkers, street vendors without a fixed site. Stallholders had their permanent stalls on the square. Merchants ran small shops and had the right to retail products purchased from craftsmen. Village folk got their supplies from neighboring craftspeople in the local tavern or from a merchant who brought supplies from larger townships. At the markets, goods from the village would be exchanged for goods produced and available in the town. The terms of trade were set by the ruler. For example, only local merchants who had sworn to uphold city rights could sell their goods freely. Only the traders from larger cities would venture abroad. Many regulations and detailed rules govern trade. If it were found that a merchant was dishonest and, for example, gave short weight, he was severely punished. Apothecaries. The apothecary prepared medicines according to carefully studied prescriptions that were passed down through generations. It was one of the few professions that were not organized into guilds. Making medicines was a difficult job and carried a lot of responsibility. An apothecary had to be university educated and knowledgeable not only in Latin but also in Greek, and had to be able to carefully measure exact doses of medicines and ensure that ingredients were always available. If there was no apothecary in town, a monastic hospital would be available, and if neither was available, people would use the services of wise women, folk herbalists, and lay healers or ointment makers, who were called charlatans. Their methods of treatment were controversial because, in addition to making elixirs and ointments, they used not only herbs but also spells, amulets, and sometimes very unusual ingredients such as frog venom or a hangman's finger. Yeah. Trader.
Grüß Gott, was brauchst du?
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side of that nearest hill? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in Betty's Tavern. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business, lad. Also, what do you want to know?
I know a little bit of German. Where's the church?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have a small chapel in the village.
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but it's not for commoners like you. We do not go there either. Und warum auch? The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials outside the village, and weddings usually take place without a local priest. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to. Das ist ja wohl klar.
Yep, it's clear.
Can I find other merchants around here?
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. I'm the only merchant here around Trusky. Oh, natürlich.
You're not
There are
happy
plenty
with
of tradesmen here who sell their goods. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that
No,
they
got it.
play at being educated men. Along with the scribe Geibel, they are always studying some Latin tracts. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin, if he really does at all.
Is there anyone else here?
Oh ja. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Opposite the Rathaus is the carpenter. The rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
What?
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gichin, what you call Gichin. And further north there is Turnov. Half of that one belongs to Herr von Bergo.
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf an. It takes all day on foot. Wenn du was brauchst, the goods I have here will have to do you. I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Is there anything I should avoid around here?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other people's business. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that, but we were ambushed by bandits. So I wanted to ask if you know anything about that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. The woods have been full of all manner of rebel recently. That is all because of the war. Verdammte Schurken.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. They are all just gleichen Scheißkerle. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me. It makes life difficult.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should do something about it at last. But Herr Otto spends more time in Prague than here. And Chamberlain Ulrich... Ach, lassen wir das.
Leave it be.
Show me your wares.
Hunting sword. Man, everything is expensive. Arrow. Pouch. I don't even have a pouch. Belt. I don't have a belt. Oh, I do have a belt actually. Beer, cheap wine, dried. Beef. Chicken. Honey, milks. Saver schnapps. One. Saves the game. Lockpicks. She's actually selling lockpicks. And a spade. Repair kit. Soap. Man, soap is expensive. Everything's expensive.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen to you too. Oh man. Honestly, I don't know what to do. Quest tipster. I should visit that guy. And the lady's actually getting some money. Am I heading the right way? Quest tips. Oh, it was the beggar lady? Huh? No, it's inside.
Just right. This year, the village prospered.
Wait. Is this supposed to be a chronicle?
Is that a problem?
I'm not a chronicler. Why want a raise for this responsibility?
You want what?
More money.
Do you want me to tell everyone about the time you were drunk, naked, riding on a pig, yelling about how you were Sigismund of Luxembourg himself?
Huh. Troskowitz Chronicle, as laid by Bailiff Brada.
Prosper.
The summer of the year 1327 was eventful. Duam Gravis it was impossible to write it all down here. Fear then sank its claws, especially into old Juzdena, who had a cottage near the forest. Noctem immensum, listened to all that happened. Went into the woods, but in the darkness she went astray, fell down a hill and remained wedged in the roots of a tree. Half the village went to look for the poor woman, but the rude prisoner herself could not answer their call. Timorilam vosem jura. It was not until the morning that the woman was freed. About the Avenue of Strange, God has breathed many beautiful places into our region to make it fit for human life. Deus debit nobilis terram perfectam. One place I will now tell you. On a hill near the pond of Wislak, there is an avenue of strange trees consisting of oaks, rowan trees and birches. Duercus sorbus betula. Under one of the battle was fought. Raubiter Albrecht and his hand are said to have been defeated here 100 years ago, and the tree adorns the site of his death. The other tree is a simpler origin and reminds us of the border between the lands of Tachov and Zelezhov, optima ad finem, Let us also speak of another tree. The third of the trees provides protection from the storm, for it attracts lightning from all around. There are hundreds of similar places in the region, but next time we will tell about them, so as not to shame other countries. Spring in Troskowitz. Like every spring, the most gracious and wise swift man who is invited by Brada inspected the fields and the living creatures and made this record. Sicut lex jubet villico. Let us begin with the cattle for milk. There are fewer cows, but more oxen in Troskowitz this year. We have nice and big goats and plenty of sows too. Thanks to the cottagers Thomas and Simek, we have the two biggest bulls in the whole region. Nunde terra falma. Man, this is a lot to read. Let's count the ground under our feet. The fields are still in the same management. Even the lands above the inn has not changed its lords, because the wedding of Anka and Vasek was ruined when the father of the bride in his drunkenness called Vasek a fool who had intercourse with sheep. Okay. The tree has bled. The tree that bled. Troskowitz witnessed terrible events when Brenek and Michal, two local shepherds, decided to cut down a tree in the meadow above Vislak. Non frut bona idea. Half the village is angry with them now. The tree they chose to cut down is known for attracting lightning from far and wide to protect the good people, but it endangers the cattle in the pastures. Arbor icota crenatur. Michael first struck the trunk with his axe, but no sooner had he raised the instrument to cut again, that red blood began to gush out from the wound. The horrible phenomenon so frightened both men that they threw down their axes and fled home. The parish priest who was summoned to the scene did not declare the tree miraculous, but the locals know their own and believe that the tree will not allow evil things to happen to it or its vicinity. A great recounting of the soil. The Lord of gave orders to measure the soil in the spring to increase the quantity of grain brought to him. Dominus noster justus est. He shall take 6 sacks of wheat. And after the fields had been measured, the young men were brought to the proper places where the manor grain was, that they might receive good cutting, and so remember their place until death. Verbas magnus erat. Let us know these boys. Janek from the inn, Karel from the pigs, Alice from the carpenters, Martin from the Simon, Peter, Whistle, Matic, Carriher, Orban, they're in constant trouble. He remembers his place badly, even of the reported beatings. Vasek. Okay, how much more is there? For real? Our unique bailiff. And if people knew just of this thing about him, Fecit Virginia Deus Dokar. Okay. Margaret Lovers. There's a lot to read. I think I read enough. Hopefully Henry will remember more than I do. Okay, main level. I'm level 8. Yay. Oh, I have to choose between 3 more perks. Driven by vengeance. There are only a few people who double-crossed you twice and live to tell about it. After killing an opponent in close combat, you gain 10% more attack damage and faster stamina recovery. The effect lasts for 30 seconds. Okay. Memorable. An idea without action is only half formed. Deeds are what speak of a person. Changes in your reputation, good or bad, spread more widely across the land and among different groups of people. It's interesting. Undaunted cavalier, looking like an intrepid hero of legend, is the first step to performing heroic deeds, and that's the first step to entering into legend. If your charisma is higher than 20, your armor will be considered 15 higher. Charisma above 20. My charisma is 2. 2. Can you believe that? Oh, okay. I have no chance of persuading anyone about anything. There are combos. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. How am I supposed to remember this? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Driven by vengeance, memorable. Probably memorable is the best one, right? But it could go both ways. It could affect me negatively. Driven by vengeance. Through killing an opponent in close combat, you gain 10% more attack damage and faster stamina. This is good. This, because probably I'm gonna find multiple enemies. Driven by vengeance. Bailiff. Can I talk to you, Mr. Bailiff?
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Takoff again. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Zhelyevites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself. And why not directly at the castle? He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
Nobody trusts us.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
What's new, Bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskovitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Just here and there a brawl in the tavern or the neighbour's errant cow. Well, that's how it was until recently, at least.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our Master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my god. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I was just visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind...
What do you mean more?
That we found...
I read this already. Okay. Okay, we read everything. Let's check the journal, the map, apothecary, herb garden, alchemy bench, sharpening wheel. Maybe we should go to the sharpening wheel. The carpenter. Yeah, who knows? Maybe we can sharpen our sword? Another new codex entry. Carpenters and joiners. Carpenters were involved in the construction of castles, courts, churches, bridges, dwellings, and even in making rough furniture or military trebuchets. Oh, awesome. Although stone buildings were already being constructed in the Middle Ages, residential houses and farm buildings were still made of wood, ensuring that carpenters always had plenty of work. An experienced carpenter carefully guarded his skill and passed them on only to a chosen colleague, usually his son. He was particularly cautious with his apprentices. Important tasks such as drawing roof plans were always performed by the master carpenter himself. Among the most challenging tasks was preparing Gothic roofs or trusses. The individual frames, which could weigh hundreds of kilograms, made the work both difficult and dangerous due to the techniques used. Joiners worked similarly with wood like carpenters. They mainly focused on furniture products, chests, cabinets, chairs, cradles, and so on. Boards were either laboriously sawn by hand from felled trees or more modernly at water-powered sawmills, like in Skyrim, where a diverted river stream was used to automatically drive the saw blade. Awesome. Malters and brewers. For a long time, anyone who wished could brew beer. It was only in the 13th century that the brewing gradually came to be regulated. The rules stated that the beer could only be brewed and sold by a full-fledged citizen who owned the house within the town hall walls. The right to brew closely relates to the 1 mile right, which dictated that none but citizens of a town were allowed to conduct urban trades with a 1 mile radius of the city. Interesting. The overall process was supervised by the master brewer. The making of the malt and beer was dealt with by the maltster, and the brewer handled the fermentation and brewing. In domestic breweries, all these jobs would be done by one man. The shelf life of beer depended on whether the finished brew was filtered or not. Yeast remained in the brew, as well as acidic or lactic bacteria contaminating it. Beer then, quite unlike today, resembled porridge and was very nutritious, hence known as liquid bread. It had to be drunk through a straw to filter out foreign matter. Only later was beer filtered to become the classic liquid we think of today. Saint Wenceslas was the patron saint of malters in Bohemia, while the legendary Gambrinus, I think there's a brand of beer, Gambrinus, in the Czech Republic, thought not a saint, was regarded as the patron of brewing. The Bohemian brewing tradition thrives to this day, and Czech beer is among the best in the world. It truly is. It truly is. Czech beer is awesome.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you too. Huh, repair, trade. He's the carpenter. What can we talk with him?
Show me your wares.
What are you selling? Shields and pole arms. Interesting. And bows. Man, they're so expensive. I have 5 groschen. I'm cheap. I'm poor. I'm so poor, man. Can't even afford food or bed. Die of misfortune. Man, they're expensive. Unbalanced. Die. Okay, I can't sell anything because I'm poor. I'm very poor.
Maybe next time then.
Okay, what about repair?
I need something repaired.
Yeah, nothing. Because I don't own anything. There's a house there. Oh, there's a hired hand. Can we talk with you? No. Start. Hunting sword. Main stat. Condition 73. The hunting sword is a faithful companion of every hunter or poacher. Okay. How do we do this? You can repair your pointed and bladed weapons by sharpening them at a grindstone. This will save you a repair kit or the money for repairs. Sharpening process. Carefully move the blade of the weapon across the spinning wheel while maintaining the correct angle. Press space to spin the grindstone. Mouse to move the weapon on the grindstone and change its tilt. If sparks are flying off the blade, it's a sign that you're sharpening correctly. If there's smoke coming from the blade, you're destroying the weapon. When the weapon is perfectly sharpened, Henry will tell you. Oh, we're getting plenty of sparks. Okay.
That's more like it.
That's more like it, meaning it's sharp. 100%. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Whoa. I feel great. Okay. Do we go south? Where should we go? Point of interest tipster. Let's see what else was there.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Okay. Said hello. Back into the tavern. Hello.
What are you here for today?
I'll have a look at your wares.
Beer, cooked beef, digestive shrinking dye. What is this? Very lightly loaded. Only can barely differentiate from a
Nothing suits your fancy, eh?
Hey, nope.
That's nice now.
Hey, Betty.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Sorry. I'm not gonna steal anything from her. I'm in a private area. Fine, fine. I'm done with this area. A nest. There's a nest in a tree. Right? Good day to you too. Sorry I didn't say hi. Now where's that nest? Huh. Do you see the nest? Because I don't. Man, I'm blind not only in real life, I'm also blind in games. I discovered another drying rack. Where? Because that's awesome. Drying racks are awesome. Is it inside here? Yeah. This is not a private area. Awesome. I could dry something, but I don't have anything on me. Dried venison. Should I steal it? Oh, I think I see it. Can I throw a stone? Huh. Wasn't G supposed to be throw stone? Key bindings. Throw a stone. Quick chat. G. Throw stone. Why is it not working? Why can't I throw stones? That's weird. Key bindings. G. It's not working. I have a companion control. Mouse right. Skip dialogue. Mouse 5 or mouse 3. But G, I cannot throw stones. I don't know why.
Good to see you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Oh, I need to be crouched. Okay. But I don't have arrows. Okay. Oh, I'm terrible at throwing. Okay, someone is investigating. Dude. Maybe if I... This is an outhouse, right? Can I climb up? I don't think this is that sort of a game. I see it there. I hit it. I hit it. Can't believe I hit it. Where is it? Not the dandelion. Where's that? Where's that bird's? Man, I'm blind. Dandelion. Where did the bird thingy fell? It fell down. Oh, here it is. Examine the nest. Oh, there's an egg. It's not advisable to carry raw eggs in battle with you. Things could go messy. Okay. Thanks. I should cook it. Can I cook it? This would be stealing. Cooking. Egg. Durability 2 days, and if I cook it, the onions as well, durability 4 days. Let's do some cooking. Scrambled eggs with onions, sounds good. Hard-boiled eggs and food. Cooked onion. I think we should eat this, because it's starting to go bad. A nice onion can improve any dish. Maybe we'll stink. Hard-boiled egg, durability 2 days, but more nourishment. I think okay. 96. Dried apple. Okay, we're well fed now. Hello, Agnes.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I wasn't paying attention.
You're getting married. You're the lady who's getting married. Okay, I see. Drying rack. Yes, okay. We should go, Trotsky. We should go west, right? Okay, let's follow the road west. Hopefully.
How come you weren't in church on Sunday?
Energy is 78%. Health, stamina, nourishment. I don't know what we're gonna do about the bed situation. Southwest, south. There's the castle. Huh. I think we should go southwest. Oh. Fresh graves. Good day. There are guards on the road. Yeah. More houses. And if I were to steal, there's a pig.
The Lord be with you.
The Lord be with you. Marushka. Marushka is busy. Hired hand Ota. Private area. Oh, hold your horses.
A bit over here.
Don't change the music.
There we go.
Apples.
Are you looking for something?
Sorry.
What brings you here?
Sorry, man. Hard hand. Fine. What are these? Cows. Oxen. Thistle, dandelions. A cow. Okay. We're not gonna mess with it. Okay. Uh-oh. What scared the birds? Who are these guys?
I can't keep this quiet.
Messenger. What's going on?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
How come?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
What sort of letter?
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read.
Obviously.
It was my master's
The
beloved
best messenger
who
who
sent
can't read.
That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Do you know where he lost
Do
it?
you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You should have kept a better... do you need
Would
help?
you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you sure? Admit what happened.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Gladly beat him up. Oh, admit what happened, man.
If you ask me, you should man up and tell your master the truth.
No way! Might as well crawl into the pillory myself in that case.
And if I give you a thrashing, that's a better solution.
At least I know you won't flay me to a bloody pulp. Will you?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
Question. Combos. Are there unarmed combos? I don't have any unarmed combos.
Oh!
He's looking pretty bad.
Your job. Think about your job. Oh.
Well, I should have robbed him.
All right. Oh, that was rough.
Oh man.
Do you think that's enough?
His teeth.
I definitely. I'm sore all over.
No.
My mouth, most of all.
No.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Glad to be of help. Oh man, that's so bad. Oh, I feel so sorry for him. Oh, the poor guy. The poor guy, the poor messenger. I don't know. It was his idea. I think it was a bad idea, but...
Stop a while, my good man.
God be with you.
What happened here? Stable master.
I'll be glad to have a drink with you fellows.
That's precisely what young Petska and me are doing here. We like to roll dice too.
Well, I'll be more than happy to play with you. But first, I need to know who you are.
No worries there. I'm Bohush. Me and Petska here are just honest-to-goodness labourers.
You don't look like laborers. I can smell horse sweat on you.
Not that it's any of my concern, but you don't look like labourers to me. What's with the weapons?
Well, the roads can be very perilous nowadays, so it's good to have a piece of steel for protection, right? Luckily, it usually only takes a well-aimed smack or a couple of punches, and I can lay anyone out with my bare hands.
You smell of horse sweat, yet I see no horses.
Look, no disrespect, we may not be labourers, true, but we're no crooks neither. In short, we look for horses, for a very well-heeled mistress. But only strays, that's all.
So, horse traders for hire?
Yeah, something like that. But we're pretty bored right now, and we're at a loose end.
You say you're good at wrestling?
Oh, yeah. I could show you if you want.
I'd rather not. But I don't have...
Well, I'll wager I'm a better fighter than you any day, Bohush.
Well, you need the coin up front. Come back when you get some.
Ah, fine. Can I rob the...
Come on!
Yeah. Camp by the road. Okay. I hope no one robbed me, he said. Good thing I didn't rob him. Food, I wouldn't eat that if you paid me. I can steal food, but there's no food. Or I can... There are some graves nearby I should check out. Poppy. Some poppy pretzels. Huh. This road looks dangerous. Camp by the road, freshly dug graves. Shame I don't have a spade with me. Man, I should have sold something. Nettle, no thanks. Here are the graves. Huh. Rob the grave?
I can't do this without a spade.
Of course. Oh, and there's blood around here. Start digging. Man, I need a spade. Hey, there's a deer around here. Should I go back to town, sell some potions and... Yeah, I don't think I can hunt this without the bow. Yeah. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna be a grave digger. And this is not the profession I hoped. Should I dig the graves at night? I'm only gonna get tired. Fine. I see no other choice. Should have gotten that spade.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad.
Okay, I'm being nice to everyone. Don't see no spades to steal. So I guess I'm just gonna... Look, a cat! Housewife.
What do you have for sale?
What can I sell? Oh, I actually have 2 torches. I'm not gonna sell my sword. Food. How much? No. First, I know you have a spade. I saw it. Yeah. 5.8. I want it. Now. Question. Will you leave it to 5.1? Or actually... First, let me see if I can sell anything. This chamomile brew. Okay, now let's haggle.
I'd like to do something about that price.
Warum nicht?
Why not? Haggling. Haggling will allow you to influence the price you buy or sell items for. Select your offer on the scale and confirm it. Change the offer E to confirm. The trader will either accept your offer or make a counter-offer that you can react to. During the haggling process, the merchant's impatience level will increase, and if the indicator fills up, he will temporarily lose interest in haggling. The bolder your offer, the more his impatience will grow. A successful transaction will raise your reputation, an unsuccessful one will lower it. Money. Original transaction price in white. Okay, merchant's current offer, your current offer, your last declined offer, you'll pay 18. Merchant's patience, okay. Okay, so you want me to pay 2.8. Let's go like 1.5.
Do you accept?
That's not enough.
Okay. He wants 2.4. 2.1.
Nein, das bringt doch nichts. I'm done haggling with you.
Oh. Fine. And his prices increased to... Oh, man. I was too greedy. I pay 0, right? I get 2.8. Let's close.
Thank you, and take care.
That nobleman came back. He said he's not going to let it drop.
Fine. I got the spade. Couldn't haggle my way. Now we're damaged armor. Some of your equipment is very damaged. Such items have worse properties. Damaged items can be repaired by some merchants, or you can do it yourself. Man, didn't get to read all of that. Should I... Damaged... What's damaged? Damaged armor. My Gambenson is really No. Armor. Yeah, my Gambenson is damaged. No, my legs. Okay. Let me see. How do I fix them? I have a tailor repair kit. Condition 79. A set of tools for repairing clothing and quilted items. Includes fabric patches, scissors, needles, and various threads. Okay, let's use it. On our legs. No, wait a second. On our boots. Our boots. Can we repair our boots? Why are my boots not shown in here? This one's the most damaged. Okay. This one still has 76 condition. Interesting. Oh. 76? 74? Man. And it's repaired to 100%. Man, but what about my boots? Okay, I increased my speech. I can sell potions, herbs, better prices, buy armor and clothing at better prices. When I'm selling things at near perfect condition, I get 10% more. Silver tongue, better speech when haggling. This one's good. Hustler, oh, these two are new. As the old swindler says, you have to know what's in the head of the buyer to fill the pouch properly. It's easier for you to sell stolen goods. If you succeed in doing so, you'll gain some stealth and thievery experience. Interesting. And jack of all trades, there are times when you have to prove your skills, but most of the time it's enough to just fake it, which you excel at. You get a bonus of +2 to skill checks. You'll also get twice the amount of experience from those skill checks. Yeah, of course. This one's good too also. Man, all of them are so good. Jack of all trades, why not? Yeah, jack of all trades. Usually it's said that if you're a jack of all trades, you're a master of none. Hopefully. Okay, we found some graves. I think I should unequip everything. Outfit change, right? Right. Good. Now I rob the grave.
I'll need to get a spade first.
Well, I have a spade. What are you talking? I bought a spade. Where's my spade? I didn't... that's annoying. Oh, pardon my stupidity. Apparently, I did not bought a spade. Apparently, I just sold something and did not bought the spade with the money I got. This guy is sleeping. Man, is there a pig's cottage or something around here? Because I could really steal a spade right now. Some rakes. Just the metal. This is for poop. Also, I think I should equip this thing. Yeah. I don't see anything. No spades. Man. Where do you keep your spades? No one has a spade around here. Feel like singing. Like Sting from the Police. Clubs are weapons of war. Hail to you too. And I'm tired from so much running. Give me that spade, man. You want 6 for it. Can I haggle?
I'd like to do something about that price.
Gut, versuchen wir's. Why? You'll convince me with that price?
Okay.
Thank you, and take care.
Thanks.
I should get going.
I haggled just a little bit. I think our boots are gonna give soon. Then we'll be bootless, shoeless, barefooted. We're gonna be like Frodo. Like a hobbit. Okay, this is my 3rd attempt. Hopefully no one will come around to see what we're doing. I took down my clothes because I don't want to...
He's not lying in consecrated ground. But at least they gave him a cross.
Oh. Transfer all items. Why would you bury him with that? Okay, we're a little bit dirty. Are there any more graves around here? No? Can I dig? Freshly. Start digging.
Another of von Bergov's men.
Knight shield. Yes, please. Huh. Take everything. Whoa. What was that jump? Are there any more graves around here? I don't think so. But at least we got some items. Some much needed items. Let's check it out. We got an axe. Bearded, a mace. Okay. Minimum strength 9. Ooh. Minimum strength 16. Okay. Our strength is 5. Okay, we're in deep trouble. Shields. This one's really damaged. This one's good. Knight Shield Burgo. A shield made of wooden planks glued together and covered with thin rawhide. These shields are usually decorated with coat of arms of lord, noble, and family or city. A battle shield made of wooden planks joins usually is the same one, but this one is decorated with the coat of arms of a lord or other symbols by which the warriors can recognize each other in the heat of battle. I'm gonna equip this thing. Yeah, good, good. There's something wrong with the brightness. Yeah. Yeah, but everything's damaged. We have this of minor. This one's of a servant. Huh. Plain and poorly tailored, but it protects perhaps more than the best of wool, for everyone can see at a glance that the wearer is in the service of a master. The servant can be kicked with impunity by his master, no one else. Ah, interesting. But maybe this one would go better with stealth, you know? Yeah. Okay. This one. Padded coif, crude, sturdy padded cap, serving as soft underlayer beneath the helmet. Good soft padding is simply essential, even for tough guys. Of course, I'm gonna equip it. And I got another Gambison, but it's worse than the one I have. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to check something on Twitch. And we have some gloves. Leather gloves that protect their wearer from abrasion and the cold, suitable for horse riding and hunting, but don't provide much protection in combat. Conspicuousness. Really good. Noise and visibility. Huh. Of course I'm gonna equip them. As well as for this. Now. Huh. These pants, long hose, are a staple of a man's clothing. They are worn by noble lords as well as simple folks. However, they differ in quality of fabric, cut, or richness of color. These hoses are fashionable, joined at the crotch by a separate flap. I have the beggar ones. This ones would provide less conspicuousness. Yeah. More visibility. But charisma. Oh yeah. Big boost in charisma. I should definitely use these. Need to do something about my boots. And I collected a few weapons which I cannot use. Some of which bandage. I could use this to repair some other stuff. Like this thing. This thing. This thing. 9.6. Ooh. This one too, because I'm gonna sell them. Okay, awesome. Now I look like a decent folk. With the exception of my boots and my gloves. But I have a little bit more charisma, right? 4, yeah. Yeah. This is good. Question. If I switch to 68 and 3. Yeah. Okay. Nice, good to know. Okay. We did something good. I mean bad, but good. Now we can go and sell a few stuff. Then we'll try and search for our dog. Our doggy dog. Huh. I don't know why, but I feel slower while running. No. For a second there I thought we would be encumbered. Okay, we're tired. We should wash ourselves. Where is it? Trout. Here. Awesome. Hey there, mister, we're back. And I'd
Show me
like
your
to
wares.
trade. I'd like to sell this. And this. And this. This thing as well, and this. The bagger ones, of course. I'd get 13 points. 13 groschen. Everything is super expensive. And even the repair kits are expensive. Bandages, should I buy more bandages? Okay. I get 8 points. Let's haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Gut, versuchen wir's.
Oh, how much? Wait a second. Cancel.
I'm done haggling with.
Oh, I can't haggle anymore. But I didn't know about the final price. 6.7. Oh man.
Wie
Calm
schade.
down.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Calm down. Let's haggle again.
I'll have a look at...
He doesn't want to haggle anymore, does he? What did I want to buy? A few bandages. He doesn't want to haggle. Man. For this, I have to pay. Okay, 9, which is a lot. Something's off with the brightness, man. Okay. For this, we would get 3.1.
Du wirst sicher zufrieden sein. Bis bald.
Ah, fine. Reputation gained. Okay, what now? I don't have 40 coins groschen to fight that guy. Find out what happened to Mutt or go see Tomcat. Grocer. ABC. Journal. Lion's Crest. Let's go find Mutt.
All right.
We're gonna have to find a place to sleep and afford it. Is this a sheep? Okay. Should I follow the road? I see a stone there. I wanna check that stone. Because the riddle said something about stones. Valerian. This one also helps you sleep better. IRL, I mean. Hopefully in the game as well. But I don't know the recipe for any decoctions or potions. Ooh! Mushrooms. Lepiota. Fall damage would be bad, I think. Yeah, if you break a leg, I think you're gone. I should be careful. Maybe from time to time I should drop a save. Camp by the road. We could sleep in here. There's no food. Oh, there's something off with the graphics there. Yeah. Okay, let's check the map. Where are we? This is a new town. There's a barber there. Okay. Huh. So far we didn't fight anyone. Okay. So many plants. Huh. I'm gonna collect some more plants. Some different plants. I want to see. Yeah, I think we smell like a garden right now. Huh. Wait a second. I already passed the stone. Good thing the cows are friendly. Oh, I see someone on a horse. This is the big stone? Okay. This is not helpful. I wonder how late it is in game. Is there any way to see the hour? I don't see any way to do that. Should we save? Heavily damaged legs. Legs reboots. Huh. Maybe we should save. Okay. Zhelov. Where is someone looking for me? I discover Jello. I cannot wash myself. Hired hand. Housemaid.
He kicked out all the dishonest officials and got rid of all the murderers and thieves. And they say they now mine silver so fast they started paving the streets with it. That would never have happened under Wenceslas, I tell you. He didn't look after the kingdom at all. We should all thank God he's finally sent us a good ruler. Just as good as his father, Charles.
I can't talk with him.
They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. You're kidding.
I discovered
Look out!
Farmer. In medieval times, about 90% of the population lived in villages, most of whom were engaged in agriculture and animal husbandry. Although peasants were free and had owned their farms from time immemorial, the land beneath them was only leased from the sovereign, or respectively from the nobleman, who had received it as a fief from the king. For the lease of the land, they had to pay part of their annual yields, whether in money, honey, grain, or other crops. Sometimes they were also required to perform corvée labor for the lord, that is, to work without pay on the fields belonging to the feudal noble. The land diets in the 15th and 16th centuries voted that the village folk were not allowed to carry weapons or practice hunting. With the special permission of the lord, the peasants were allowed to hunt hares or small birds. Let's check the encampments. In the Middle Ages, various groups of soldiers, bandits, guards, and lone warriors roamed the lands, often changing their place of residence. They lived in makeshift buildings, shelters, or tents erected around the central fire. Sometimes they stayed in one camp for several days, sometimes only for one night before moving again. Key factors for choosing a suitable campsite included access to water, food, fodder, and wood. Camps were rarely set up in villages or near castles. Only the retinues of lords and nobility stayed there. During wars or while fleeing, they camped under the open sky, as there was no time to build or dismantle a camp. The lordly armies camped at places where the summoned national militia, reinforcements, or allies gradually gathered. The longest encampment, sometimes lasting several months, occurred during the siege of fortresses or on river banks, where an enemy army awaited on the other side. Tents were intentionally set up close to the other for security, like walls. The first and largest tent in the center of the camp belonged to the commander, and the tents nearby to nobles and high-ranking soldiers. Simple shelters for soldiers and horses surrounded these. The army could camp separately in several locations. Larger camps often included a field chapel, a place for treating the wounded, or an improvised brothel. Long-term camping was more challenging due to the need for supplies, which were always provided by administrators of nearby affiliated townships. If the army was on enemy territory, foraging units were sent out to find food and wood. If supplies were insufficient, they had to move or abandon the campaign. It was difficult to maintain adequate hygiene and morale in the camp. Soldiers were threatened by epidemics, mutual quarrels, and fights. Disputes were strictly judged to maintain order. I love the drawing on the pages. Very nice. Okay, so this is a different town called Zhelov with a sharpening wheel. Zhelov. And I can see my reputation. Player reputation. Zhelov is 57. Troskowitz 45. Troskowitz, it's worse. Man. I discovered a drying rack. Let's dry some stuff. I'm kind of getting the hang of it. Is there someone in town who repairs boots?
What are you doing here?
Sorry, lady. Hard hand. Apparently people... I don't know why, but people seem to not like me. Of course, I'm in a private area. The music changed immediately.
I bought a lovely U-boat the other day for a great price. Good supposed to you.
I discovered another drying rack.
Ale.
Ale.
How are things going here?
The land is good. Apart from those assholes up on the hill, that is.
What do you mean?
Fucking tackle bastard. They're getting above themselves.
Do you want me to help with them?
Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
This guy has one tooth.
Sure. If there's something bothering you, I'd be happy to help.
Listen up then. Those naughty Takavite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
All right, I'll bring you the maypole.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you?
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right,
sit.
I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head, understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know? Mess with him. For stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence, all right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
Why don't you like the Takavites?
Because they're wankers. Arrogant wankers. Think they're above everyone else. But mainly, they stole our pasture, which has belonged to Giliov since time immemorial.
How did they steal the
How
pasture?
does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. It's supposed to belong to us, for grazing. There's an old tree there, and everything between the tree and the woods is ours. I was there when it was decided. I was about your age then, and I got a good beating under that tree, so I remember. And you can bet your ass I remember.
They beat you up under the tree? Why would they do that?
You bet they did. That's just how it's done, obviously. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember in case the others forget. And we pick a young boy because he has a good memory and, God willing, still has many years in front of him. It makes sense?
Aye, you're right. I remember we used to do the same back where I'm from.
Stupid habit.
Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord Bombergov?
Of course we did. He asked the Truscovitz bailiff to resolve it, and he said we should sort it out amongst ourselves. And that if he heard about it ever again, he'll have both me and Project flogged. So that's that.
But how did they steal it from you?
Because they don't believe me. Those treacherous bastards. They lie about it wherever they can, saying the deal was different. And it was a different tree near the forest.
Can anything be done about it? Can't you make some kind of agreement?
Well, we meet there every year. I tell them how it is, while they just spew their usual lies. So we kick each other's arses, and everything just stays the way it is. A while back, we fought for a right to use at least half of it. But because I grazed my cattle there, I had to pay those bastards for using their half as well. But that's not fair. All of it is supposed to be ours by law, for fuck's sake.
Aye, that's a tricky situation.
Tricky my ass. They're greedy liars. Simple as that.
What do you mean they look down on you? This guy had so many fights, he barely has any teeth left in his mouth.
Why do they look down on you?
Commoners here have all sorts of obligations to the nobility and have to pay a tax.
Of course. That makes sense.
Aye, but Takov
has all its obligations in Grossen. They just pay up and that's it. But the nobles won't allow the same for Yayov. Besides Grossen, the others have to give them pigs, chickens, hay and the like, or go and serve. That's why them Tekovites look down on us. They think they're better than us.
Right you are. Those Takovites are a bunch of stuck-up idiots.
Exactly. Eh? Even an outsider can tell.
Just for the reputation gain.
About the Takov maypole.
Ask away.
I reckon they'll be guarding the maypole, eh?
Aye. They're proper careful and keep a good eye on it. You'll have to be subtle and outsmart them somehow. But that shouldn't be too hard. The Takov lot ain't the brightest. Ask around. See what's going on over there. You'll figure something out.
Oh, you don't need me for this, do you? Just send one of your farmhands.
It's not that simple. Maypoles are a big deal in these parts. We had one here too, just like in Soskowitz. But those Takovites stole ours. And our fellow didn't manage to steal theirs. They got their arses kicked too. That's how it is every year. They're very proud of the maypole, but they won't be expecting a stranger like you to steal it.
Do you have any idea how I'm actually supposed to steal it?
What we need is the reach. That's the important part. I reckon you'll have to climb up and chop the top off.
Oh, it doesn't sound at all easy.
Well, it's pretty high up, isn't it?
Ah, you're young and strong. You can handle it. When I was your age, I could climb all the way up the tower at Trotsky.
If you say so.
But I reckon climbing up there will take a bit of time. So be careful none of those Takov fools spot you.
Game saved. Ah, man. Drying racks. For real. There's Strakov. Oh, man. I don't know if I should put myself in a bad situation with Troskowitz or Trakov or yeah, Trakov. This is a scarecrow, right? Right. Sunflower. No, not sunflower. I hear a dog. Mutt, is that you? You see Lepiota. And we got another perk point. In survival. Wanderer for better flower power. Whenever you go, you carry a pleasant fragrance with you, as one would expect from a master herbalist. If you have more than 30 fresh or dried herbs not spoiled in your inventory, your charisma will count as 2 more. This is awesome. Master Cook, you enjoy cooking and love to try new recipes or improve old ones. As a result, you have learned to handle ingredients masterfully. If you cook, dry, or smoke an unspoiled ingredient or food, after processing, it will have a 100% condition. It does not apply to herbs, as they always have a 100% condition after drying, regardless of the perk. This one's also very good, but flower power. Yeah, we're going with flower power. I should have looked at my charisma. +2. Awesome. It's applied. Because we have a lot of... Yeah. We have a lot of flowers. Man, that thing scared me. Quest tipster, Barber, Zhelov. First, let's go find Mutt. Was that a boar? Hunting spot. You have stumbled upon a place with a large amount of game. It will be marked on the map as a hunting spot. Interesting. This one. Boar hunting spot. Yeah. If only I had a bow. And some arrows. What's making this sound? This strange sound. Man, so many boars in here. I hope I won't get dirty. There's a strange sound. Freaky sound I don't like. I think soon our shoes are gonna give out. And we're gonna be left shoeless. Hey Salu, welcome in chat. How's it going, man? I saw you've been very active, streaming. I found a fishing spot. But I don't have a fishing pole. Right? I guess I need a fishing pole. Or do I catch fish by hand? No. Okay, let me check the map again. I need to go on the other side. Yeah, because that's where we fell. Oh, but that means we're close to where we camped before, right? Where we were ambushed. Should I check this place out first? Man, the grass is so tall. I don't see anything. I think around here we camped, right? I guess so. Maybe I should check this place out first. I see someone. I see a person. What's this thing? Definitely man-made. Man, going without the horse around here. Ooh. Oh, I think it's a guard. Patrol or something. Though, if a band would attack, I don't know how much help he would be. Oh, I see other people. Oh, it's a noble. I can knock him out or rob him. Who are those guys? They look like thieves. The sun is setting. My nourishment. Let me see if I should eat some food. Some that's spoiled. Bacon. But bacon lasts 3 days. Well, cooked onions. I'm gonna eat these. 91%. And a dried apple. Why not? I think something's going to happen here, but I can't fight 3 people. Maybe with that guy's help.
You swine! Remember me, you fucker. You sold me that magical ointment for 50 groschen. Fuck!
Bandits.
You can't take me!
You about that! Ain't that enough yet? They're no match for us, fucker! Hey!
Ooh.
Fuck that! Show your stuff!
What? I died in combat. Wow. My first death. Oh no, and we're far away. Man. Combat is rough, man. Oh. Combat is rough. Especially because we're not good at it. 1 second. Player combos. I have a sword and shield. I can go right, left, right. Right, left, right. Or left, right, left. Right, left, right. Left, right, left. Okay, that's easy to remember. Man, this is especially tough because, yeah, saving is a luxury. And now I have to rediscover all of these things. Do I even have the survival thingy? Flower power, no. Yes, we need to collect some more. Yeah. Survival, flower power, equip. Yeah. Okay, now there was a fishing spot. Also a hunting spot. This is interesting. Okay, I see some game. That looks like thistle, but it's not thistle. This is such an interesting concept of a game. I wonder how much problems, how much of an issue will fighting be. I was fighting two guys, but one was shooting arrows. And I was bleeding. Also got hit. But if I pull it out, can I defend with the shield? So, oh, you stab with it. Nice. I see. Okay. Okay, this is the Jello area. I missed the fishing spot. Doesn't matter. I wonder if that interaction was random, or are we gonna see it again with this noble and the bandits? Okay, okay, it's back. But we're gonna do this. We're gonna use Savior Schnapps 1. It just saves the game. Oh man. Artemisia increases strength by 4 and both attack and defense costs 15% less. We're gonna save. I'm not wearing a pouch. I just want to drink it. Game saved. And this one. Nourishment plus 3. Okay. Oh, this is a cumin. And these guys? They're bandits.
No chance! I hate that! No, you don't! You wanna try me?
Okay. This is not going...
You're no match for us, fucker! Show your stuff! I'm gonna stick you like the pig you are!
Okay. Okay. This is not going very well for me. How should I approach this? These guys are tough, man. Or maybe I'm just weak.
Get ready! You'll die anyway! No chance! Show your stuff! Christ! My head! I'm all yours! No chance!
Okay, let's see.
Fuck that! You won't get me! You won't get me! No, you don't!
God wills it!
Now you're finished! You won't get me!
No, I was so close, man. Ah, man, I thought I had that. I want to check something. Key bindings. What is the primarily attack? Combat, free look, lock onto opponent, mouse button 5. No. Okay. Combat, free look, mouse button 3. Special attack. Maybe I should use this one. How do I... Next opponent, abort attack. Okay, special attack. Lock on... Save changes, no. Okay, so mouse button 5 will be to lock onto an opponent. Okay, so...
At him! He's got no chance alone! Fuck that! You won't get me!
Come on.
Take that!
Oh. Just go down, man.
Fucker!
Slice him up!
Hey, maybe I should just run. Or maybe if I help with the weaker one.
Téged is megbaszlak! 2 az 1 ellen, kutyák!
Slice him up! Come on then! No chance! Fuck that! Fuck that! You wanna try me?
Why not?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Fuck that. Useless. Ha! No chance. Piece of shit! Ha! No chance! Fuck that! Ha! No chance!
I've got you! You're a dead man! You know that?
Fuck that! No chance!
Man, his shield. He's so well defended.
Greetings to the devil!
No, man. Ah, that was a long battle and I thought I had it in the bag, man. Sorry, human.
Fuck you, whoreson! It's a wonder you're still standing! You won't get me! Bleeding, are ya? Fuck! Another one!
I think we're about to die. Oh man. I think I should just run, abandon this fight. I don't think I can do it. Not with my weapon, not with my stats.
I'll be...
This guy's fast.
No, you don't! Rip your ass open! Fuck that!
One's down.
You won't get me! No chance! You won't get me! Fuck that! No chance! No, you don't! No chance!
That guy's also attacking me. Oh, okay, there are multiple bandits. I think I'm just gonna leave it. 3 are way too much, too many. I mean, if I had a bow or something. What's going on here? What are these guys?
This is a robbery. What the?
Someone! Help!
Oh, okay. Okay. So there are a lot of bandits on this road, apparently. So we're just gonna leave it like this. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. There's no need for us to trouble ourselves. Yeah. You guys have fun.
You're mine.
Yeah. Sorry about you, human. I thought there would be more patrols in this road, but apparently not. Well, at least we learned our lesson. Oh, but how are we gonna get on the other side now? We should have just turned back. Can we swim? Should we swim? Dude, look at this. I think this would be a great hunting place. Huh, there's a little rabbit there. Not much for us to do. And it's getting dark. I think this is where the ladies were. Right? Huh. Yeah. I'm gonna check this area and see if I'm still gonna find the bodies of our party. If not, I don't know if I should reload and just go back across the river. Who are you, guy? Bandit. Really?
Huh? Strange.
Hey, fucker! No! Arms!
Bad luck. Aye, fuck that.
Hey, guys, leave me alone. There's so many bandits.
I've been waiting for you!
Cough up the coin, and maybe you'll live to see another day.
Take a good look at me. I've been holding back until now, but if you don't stop pissing me off, I'll rip off your balls and shove them down your throat. I swear, on all that is unholy.
Nice try, asshole. Cut the shit. Your money or your life.
I'm not giving you anything.
This was enough for me too. Those are 3 big swings.
Show your stuff.
Out of here! Quick, fellas!
Mercy, leave me be. Fuck this. Kiss your ass goodbye. We're under attack!
For real? Take everything. What sword was he using? Hunting sword, homemade. Okay, I think...
Alert! You wanna try me? You won't get me! I yield! Mercy! Let me live!
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right, easy now. Just let me go and I'll give you everything. Attack! Everyone, get over here!
Okay. Okay. I can't believe this thing went... Transfer all items. This went so much better than we expected. Doors and keys to chest. It didn't give us everything. Do I have savior schnapps? Someone's fighting there. I don't have savior schnapps. Weapons. This one is in a little bit better condition than mine. No, it's minus everything. Armor. No, mine's better, definitely. Coif crude. These things are in bad condition. Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely. Okay. This is a lot. I think we're a little bit better. What's our nourishment? Bacon, no, some onion. Some dried apple. And some eggs. Energy. How's our health? Okay, we got 1 point in strength. Hardworking lad, you grew up in a forge where hard work was never in short supply and you find a certain satisfaction in it. If you carry a sack or even dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they will hardly burden you, and carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. That's awesome. And this one, when Sir Radzik took you in his service, the first thing he did was send you to train under Master Bernard. You still remember the beating he gave you. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less for you in general. If you have a lower strength than the weapon requires, you will do less damage with it. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you'll do more damage. With this perk, you'll reach that state sooner. This one's a must. Yeah. Awesome. Secondary. Skills, no. Combat skills, swords. What do we have? Opening strike. If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone, it will be more difficult. Okay. Precise strike. Fully charged sword. I don't know this. What about this? Showtime. A true master of the sword can handle multiple opponents without breaking a sweat. I really need this. After performing a sword combo or a master strike, you instantly regain some of your stamina and can attack again. Awesome. Tender Slicer. If you can take out an opponent, especially an armored one, in one hit, you'll at least leave him shaken with a reduced ability to continue fighting. After each successful sword combo, each successful sword combo significantly reduces the opponent's agility and strength, making it harder for them to keep fighting and easier for you to defeat him. Both of them are awesome. Much needed. This one, regain some stamina. This one, Tender Slicer. Ooh. Probably this one. Tender Slicer. And my combos are right, left, right, or left, right, left. Okay. Right, left, right, left, right, left, or left. Okay. Okay. Who are you? Bandit.
Alert! To arms!
Driven by vengeance. Okay, another one defeated. Take everything. What about his crappy sword? I see. Enemy camp. Can I sleep in here? I really require some healing, not healing, resting. There are horses. I could pour in a potion, but I don't have any poisons. No need. Maybe I can. Unlock and open. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a bow, right? Did I get a bow? Weapons. Yeah. Attach it to the belt on the second spot with some arrows. Awesome. Homemade bow, stronger, flexible, very precise bows. Crude. Okay. What's this? Weapon stub. Remains of a weapon. It used to be useful, now it's useless. Okay, what about armor? I had a cap. This is for charisma. Hood. I already have a hood. Body 1. I have one. Body 4. Okay. Arms. Nothing's better, right? Okay. Question. That guy's a bandit, right? I mean, he must be. Where's he going? Should I shoot him? He's definitely a bandit. Drop the body. Now, I think we should slaughter him. Maybe I should have... You are overloaded. You cannot run, jump, or fast travel when get rid of some items. Okay. This is the enemy camp. I really need to quick save somehow. If I sleep, will it save? I really need to save. I'm a little bit over encumbered. Let me see if I sleep. Please let me... How long do you want to sleep? 7 hours. Hopefully I won't get attacked during my sleep. Slept in the enemy camp. Now it's morning. I'm hungry. I can eat some food. What weighs more? I think this one weighs more. Bread. Nourishment. I'm still over encumbered. Okay. There's no one around here. Did it save? That's my only question. Countryside, 1326. No, it did not save. I could save by exiting the game. Tomcat. Maybe I should go see Tomcat. Can I steal a horse? Why can't I mount it? So I'm overloaded. I have damaged armor and damaged arms. What is damaged? Oh, this coat. Oh, look at this thing. It's awesome. Body 4 coat. Okay. Damaged armor. Okay, materials, past others, repair kits. What about our bow? We should repair our bow as well, right? Okay, tailor. What's this? Okay. Okay. Do we need bandages? No, we do not. Undamaged arms. Basic hunting sword. The homemade is worse. Oh, look at this. Thanks. I don't know why we're stealing it. Oh, because it's a huntsman. And I cannot use that horse. Let me see. I got some new things, Hazel. Okay, this one's a homemade weak bow made of hazelwood. It's not very strong or accurate, but it'll do for a rabbit or a fox. A homemade stronger bow made of elm. Elm wood is flexible and hard to split, so it's excellent for making very precise bows. Awesome. I should be probably using these, because they're stolen. Please consider stolen. Axe. Heavy weapons for work. Yeah. It's worse than my sword. Everything is worse than my sword. Armor. Equipped. Quantity. Main stat. Oh. So this is how I should go. Conspicuousness. Charisma. Huh. Peacock. I don't have anything equipped like that. No, this is the padded. Take off your head protection first. Oh no, sorry. Ah, I see. Head, hood. Well, this one everyone sees you. But it adds to charisma like crazy. Okay. Charisma 11, charisma 24. Yeah, definitely. So this one, lower charisma. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. This one, what's this thing? Head collar. Oh, I don't have that. Now, which one gives me the most charisma? 2? 6. Yes. Plus 13. Body merchant, yes. Charisma plus 2. Coat. Yes. Okay. Now it look like proper. Okay, let's see. For stealing. What should we use? Something dark colored, right? Noise and visibility. The lowest ranking ones. Noise and visibility. Whatever takes it down. This one. Makes more noise but less visibility. Less visibility, more noise. More visibility, less noise. Noise. Probably visibility, I should. Whatever takes my visibility down. Okay. But I do need boots, don't I? More noise, more visibility. More noise, more visibility. Okay. Okay. Why would we repair this? Because it's fully repaired. Fully repaired. Ooh. I think this is the maximum we can do. Maybe this one. 34, yeah. 35, awesome. I don't have the skill to fix this one. Oh, I see. Okay, let's confirm. Marksman. Nah. Okay, now only one thing left. For this. We already have something. This allows me to have both. Okay, I see. If only we could find a quick save, and I'm over encumbered. Dang it. What should I drop? Whistle. Okay. Press X to call your horse and hold X to call your dogs to heal. However, your whistling can also be heard by everyone around you, so... Oh, I can use it to lure my enemies. No. And it's raining outside. Everything. What weighs the most? And actually, what's priced little? 23 hunting sword. This weapon stop, drop it. Drop it like it's hot. Axe. Shields, no. Torches. It's expensive. 1.4. 2.4. Okay, what weighs a lot? Let's try it like that. The swords. This one. This one also. Man, I still need... I drop the other swords. Man, this thing's expensive. Heavy and expensive, most of them. This one's really heavy. Okay, now we're fine. I'm sorry I have to leave it behind. But there's no other way I can run. Cottage ruins. Come on. Roe deer loin. Pick up, yes, please. Nighthawk potion. I don't know what that is. Thanks. Okay. I'm gonna go on the other side of the road. Of the lake, but I don't know if... I truly hope I'm not gonna have to fight more bandits. Question. I'm almost overburdened. Do I move slower, or is it just an impression? It's raining outside. Will it wash the blood and dirt from me? I see someone on a horse. Man, and I haven't saved in a long while. Pawns. Pawns of Trotsky region. Today there is a system of several pawns around the Trotsky castle. Although they were built in the 16th century, we decided to leave them in place because of the amazing views that their surroundings offer. The largest of the pond is the Rock Tower Pond, which covered an area of 9 hectares. The other are Vidlak, Rock, and the Lower Pond. In the Middle Ages, Nebakov Fortress stood near Nebakov Pond. The area is now a nature reserve called Podroska Valley. It is the largest complex of wetland habitats in the Bohemian Paradise region and is home to many species of strictly protected organisms. If you ever decide to visit Trotsky Castle, we recommend you stop by this nearby locality as well. I'm sorry, I've been streaming for a couple of hours. 4, I think, not a couple. For quite a long time, and I did not drink enough water. Or fluids. To lubricate my throat. Properly. Okay. This is the Rock Tower Pond. Guess we're gonna go see Tomcat. Uh-oh. Hopefully, you're not a bandit.
Praise God.
Oh, praise God to you. Go. Just a noble on his horse. Shame I couldn't steal a... Man, it's pouring. It's raining cats and dogs outside. Woo-ha. Oh man, we're gonna get a cold or something. Bathing spot. Oh. Shoes. Soft shoes. Well, it would be unwise for me to leave them in the rain. Right. Oh, hired hand.
Ah, poor fella. Looks like he drowned.
Or was drowned. Roasted chicken in the rain and wet bread roll. No way. Fine drowner's map. Would you look at that? And a ton of groschen. Okay. Someone was having a party around here. Let's see. Did we get Drowner's map? Rough sketch of a map of the site by the pond. Well, let's read it. Okay. Okay. So if this is the pond, then maybe around here. Yeah. Around here, where we left our dog. Our mutt. Okay. Man, we really need to save. I'm too over-encumbered to sprint. It's dark, it's night, it's raining. Hopefully no one's gonna be on the road. And hopefully I won't find a bear or something to fight. I've increased my vitality. Would you look at that? Player. Vitality. I think I read this. What do we have here? Ascetic. The art of asceticism is inherited in hermits, but any pilgrim, serf, or traveler knows that lack of food is a fairly common affliction of medieval man. So knowing how to get by on little comes in handy more often than you'd like. Your nourishment will decrease 30% slower. In other words, you will last longer without the food before hunger starts to bother you. Or thick-blooded, you seem to have a mighty protector in heaven, who sees to it that you don't enter eternity too soon. You will bleed noticeably slower. Still, if you don't bandage up, you'll die eventually. You'll just have more time. Definitely this one. Probably, if they're gonna release in the next patch hardcore mode, a more difficult mode, probably you're gonna get hungry more often. But for now, we have plenty of food. Food is not a problem. So let's go with thick-blooded. This one probably will be helpful on the highest difficulty as well. Secondary, no other skill points. Per points available. Okay, do we go through here? Bathing spot. Yeah, I guess so. Oh man. Hopefully, I pray that we won't be ambushed by soldiers, by bandits. If we are, we're toast. Man, it's raining so hard outside. Maybe the bandits took shelter? Maybe wolves and bears and snakes also took shelter? Maybe it's safer this way? Ooh, at least I can jump. A little bit. Okay. could try and see what's here. Though I need to go the other way. I want to see if it's a good idea to explore or not. Especially when you're vulnerable, like I am right now. I read that if you walk while being over-encumbered... Man, it's raining harder and harder outside. I heard that if you walk while being over-encumbered, you actually improve your strength and vitality. So it's a good idea. Okay. We're kind of lost in the woods. But hopefully we'll manage to find a good saving spot. I see a road. I don't know if I should be happy or not. Okay, if I go south, I'll find a miller. But we should go and see Tomcat. He's a big, muscly guy who can teach us how to fight better. Nomad's camp. Are you friend or foe? Because I cannot run. Please tell me your friend. Romani people. Oh, you mean gypsies? Romani people. Based on linguistic analysis of the Romani language, we know that their origin comes from India. However, why migration to the west occurred between the 5th and 10th centuries AD can only be speculated upon. In the early 15th century, several groups of nomadic Roma, numbering from dozens to hundreds of people, may already have been moving across Czech lands. Records indicate that they presented themselves as Christian refugees expelled from the Holy Land after its conquest by the Arabs. This initially portrayal earned them respect, and many rulers and sovereigns provided them with passes ensuring free passage and protection. However, along with their migration into continental Europe, cultural misunderstandings and conflicts began to arise. The Roma, with their exotic cultural practices and attire, often faced incomprehension. Despite the difficult coexistence, the Roma tried to survive as best they could. They were renowned horsemen, blacksmiths, and musicians, and their supposed ability to control the supernatural is often mentioned. The latter, however, is more likely an attribute of our tendency to attribute unknown things to an otherworldly origin. Yep, the Roma people. Please be friendly.
Just to tickle the voivod. It seems like Aranka was telling the truth.
Nomads, a collective term for individuals who did not settle in one place and changed their location depending on livelihood, seasons, security situation, or forced displacement. Due to their nomadic lifestyle and foreign customs, they were often viewed with distance or became targets of discrimination and prejudice. In the majority's society of Czech lands, the term gypsies became established for nomads, although later it turned out into a pejorative term, even though originally it simply referred to a non-settled person and did not primarily refer to any specific ethnicity. In our game, the nomad's camp is a mixture of people of various nationalities and destinies brought together by their journey. Okay. Okay. Tsar. Horse handler. Teaves Baktalo.
Are you in charge of the horses around here?
Aye. You got that right, Mura. Me and my stallion Jan have all the horses in the region under our thumb and hoof.
All the horses in the region? What does that entail?
You will see for yourself when you bring me one. I will take any horse, as long as it is alive. Where you get it from is none of my business. I will buy it for all the groschen I can scrounge together.
This is GTA. I'm not gonna upset him.
You found a nice source of income, I'll give you that.
And if you just happen to like the horse so much that you would like to keep it, perhaps because you still go everywhere on foot, I would be happy to teach it to listen to you like a proper Romani man listens to his voivod. For a bit of coin, that is. Of course you will have to pay me, not the horse. It will certainly be cheaper than buying one from those bastards at the stables.
All right. Where should I take the horse?
Put him by the pennants over there.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is proper GTA, man.
Show me your wares.
Ooh, he sells a lot of stuff. How much money do I have? 200. I could buy a pouch. And a belt. Is it better than my belt? And spurs. And saddles. Life in the saddle. Skill book on horsemanship can be read from level 5. This skill. Aesop potion increases horsemanship and houndmaster by 3 for a quarter of the day. Huh. Oh. Animals will take less notice of you, so you'll find it easier to approach them. This is good for hunting. Probably a pouch. 66. What if we sell some stuff? What can we sell? Huh. Drinks served from the pewter dishes taste a little strange, but the pitcher sparkles, and that's all that matters, yeah. And the Romani people like things that sparkle. Okay. Body, a belt, a hunter belt. They're also selling a hunter belt, but I need a pouch. Right now I would get 53. And like this, I would pay 12. Let's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Getty Gajo.
But I don't have my good clothes on me. How about if I pay only 5?
Vistas Gajo. I agree.
Okay. Reputation gained. I paid 5. I'm no longer... Am I still overloaded? Yes, I am. But at least I got... what did I get? A pouch, right? Awesome. I would also like to... place it everywhere. The belt. Yeah, on all of my clothings. Ooh, Nomad's Camp. Ah, so here is Tomcat. Okay, Nomad's Camp. Let's see about that new quest. I could lockpick that. No, it's very
God
hard.
grant you health.
God grant you health, okay. Oh yeah, we need to wash. Definitely. What if we change our clothes? Can we wash ourselves? No. Are all my clothes, everything is nice and dandy? Yeah. Good. We can sleep here. Soldier.
Look at him, that gajo. Aranka described somebody just like him. Go and see the voivod.
Batmaid. Okay. The voivode. Where is the voivode?
Greetings. As charms and spells do not work. The voivod will want to talk to you.
Mordecai. Who are you?
Shalom. What would you like?
How's business?
Borech Hashem. I can't complain. Or rather, I shouldn't.
What? Is something wrong?
Wrong? What can I say? It's more like I have such concerns.
Is there anything I could do for you?
Indeed, you can. You can stop asking me how I am and buy something from me, young man.
I have the feeling you're not like the other nomads here. You speak our language a lot more, with only the odd foreign word here and there.
Mein Freund, could it be because I am the only son of David far and wide, and the rest are elusive?
Oh, he's Jewish.
Was klotzt du, junger Mann? Have you never seen a Jew before?
I don't know. Should I have?
You must be from some very small village, eh? You have really never met one of my people?
I'm sorry, but there were no sons of David in Skalitz where I lived.
Skalitz, you say? I must remember that. Schönen Dank, mein Freund. Schönen Dank.
Okay.
How's it going?
Oy vey. Komet's been yaim. Bad fortune. Thanks for asking.
Fortunately? That sounds more like misfortune, doesn't it?
Was machst du, mein Freund? What misfortune? If I was better off, people would envy me or want to borrow money. Those are two things I can do without.
Okay, let's trade.
Show me your wares.
What does he sell? Ooh, a lot of stuff and good stuff as well. Lockpicks. Repair kits. Should definitely buy more of these. Actually, no. Sorry.
Take care then, and
Thanks for nothing. Yeah, I get it. Let me get my good clothes.
What do you have for...
Now let's bargain. I have to pay a lot. But what if we sell some stuff? Would you be interested in buying stolen goods? Yeah, let's sell a lot of stuff. I would still have to pay. These are expensive. Oh, but if they were in good condition. Right now they're in awful condition. Well, he's not offering me too much. Maybe because... Maybe I should sell these to someone who actually is interested in clothing. Right? I guess so. What about the hair belt? Can we do something about it? Oh, miscellaneous hair belt, a common but useful material used for skin hems, hats and coats. It'll fetch a few groschen for sure. Okay. I still have to pay 97, which is a lot. But, Why not? I have stolen goods that I can sell. This is a merchant one. Huh. I actually have that equipped. Fine, fine. We're gonna sell this. But first we haggle. So right now we would have to pay 81.
Let's do something about that price.
Let's haggle with the Jew.
I'm listening.
The Jewish Mordecai. Yeah, let's pay 50. Half price. He'll say no, I'm sure of it.
How's this?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal.
Okay, he wants 65. 65 it is, man.
That's a decent price.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Okay, awesome. Nomad. This is the Voivode, but I think we're gonna have to talk with him the next time, in the next episode, because I've been streaming for 4 hours or more. Hey, and I really need to go in the city, buy some stuff, take care of a few things in real life, I mean. But thank you all for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and be sure to check the next episode. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye. It's raining cats and dogs outside. Bye now.